Hello everyone, welcome back to Speak English with Joe. I am Joe. In this lesson, we are diving into an essential English tense, the present simple tense. Understanding this tense is crucial for speaking English fluently and accurately. We will break it down, explain its uses, and highlight common mistakes. If you find this lesson helpful, please give it a thumbs up, comment below with your thoughts, and subscribe to my channel for more insightful English lessons. Let's jump into it. The present simple tense is one of the most commonly used verb tenses in English. It is primarily used to describe actions that are habitual, general truth, repeated actions, and situations that do not change over time. Now that we've defined what the present simple tense means, let's explore how we can use it in our sentences. 1. Habits and routines. The present simple tense is used to describe habits or routines, actions that occur regularly. For example, I wake up at 6 a.m. every day, and she goes to the gym 3 times a week. 2. General truth and facts. The present simple tense is used for statements that are universally true or scientific facts. For example, birds fly in the sky, and water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. 3. Repeated actions. It describes actions that are repeated over a period of time. For example, we celebrate Christmas every year, and the train leaves at 9 p.m. every night. 4. Unchanging situations. The present simple tense is used for situations that are static or do not change. For example, she lives in New York, and the store opens at 9 a.m. and closes at 5 p.m. 5. Scheduled events in the near future. Sometimes the present simple tense is used to talk about scheduled future events, especially timetables and programs. For example, the movie starts at 8 p.m. and our flight leaves at noon tomorrow. Understanding the uses of the present simple tense is key. But how do we structure it correctly? Let's dive into the grammatical rules. But our focus now will be on affirmative sentences. In forming affirmative sentences, we've got 2 structures. With the first structure, we have the subject followed by the base verb. And this is for most subjects, which is I, you, we, and they. With the second structure, we've got the subject followed by verb, then s, es, or ies, depending on the pattern for verb conjugation. And this is for third person singular. He, she, and it. Let's see some examples to understand it clearly. 1. They work at a bank. They is the subject, followed by the base verb, work, then the rest of the sentence. This is for the first structure. 2. She likes ice cream. She is the subject, followed by the verb likes, which is being conjugated by adding s, because the subject is a third person singular, then the rest of the sentence. And this is for the second structure. 3. He studies English every day. He is the subject, followed by the verb studies, which is also being conjugated by adding ies, because the subject is a third person singular, followed by the rest of the sentence. And this is also for the second structure. Now that we've covered the positive or affirmative sentences, what if we need to express the opposite? Let's jump into forming negative sentences. To form negative sentences, we've got two structures. The first structure has the subject, followed by do not, which can be contracted into don't, then the base verb. This is for most subjects, which are I, you, we, and they. With the second structure, we've got the subject, followed by there's not, which can be contracted into doesn't, then the base verb. This is for third person singular. He, she, and it. Let's see some examples for more clarification. 1. I do not play tennis. I is the subject, followed by do not, which can be contracted into don't, then the base verb play before the rest of the sentence. This goes with the first structure. 2. She does not play tennis. She is the subject, followed by does not, which can be contracted into doesn't, then the verb play before the rest of the sentence. And this goes with the second structure, because the subject is a third person singular. Let's explore how to ask questions or form interrogative sentences. We've got two structures. The first structure is do, followed by the subject, then the base verb before the question mark. And this is for most subjects, which are I, you, we, and they. The second structure is does, followed by the subject, then the base verb before the question mark. And this is for third person singular. He, she, and it. Let's have a look at some examples. 1. Do you play the piano? In this sentence, the helping verb comes first, do, which goes with the subject you before the base verb play. Then the rest of the sentence before the question mark. 2. Does it rain often here? This sentence begins with the helping verb does, which goes with the subject it, which is a third person singular, before the verb rain. Then the rest of the sentence before the question mark. As we look at the grammatical structures, it's also very important to be aware of a few pitfalls. So let's have a look at some common mistakes people often make with this topic. 1. Incorrect subject-verb agreement. Forgetting to add s, es, or ies to the verb in the third person singular, he, she, and it. For example, it's incorrect to say, she walks to school every day. That is incorrect because the subject is a third person singular. Therefore, the verb needs to be conjugated by adding s. So the correct sentence should be, she walks to school every day. 2. Using the present simple for actions happening now. It's incorrect to use the present simple instead of the present continuous for actions happening at the moment of speaking. For example, it's incorrect to say, I watch TV right now. That is incorrect because the action is happening now. So the verb needs to be progressive by adding ing. So the correct sentence should be, I am watching TV right now. Today we learned about the present simple tense. So it's time to test your knowledge with this quick quiz. But remember, the present simple tense is used to describe actions that are habitual, general truths, repeated actions, and situations that do not change over time. Give it a try and leave your answers in the comment section. If you enjoyed this lesson, please like the video, leave a comment below, and subscribe to my channel for more grammar tips. Thanks so much for watching, and see you again in the next lesson. Goodbye.